Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So I've got a new phone case coming today, so I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to make some new phone grips. So I've grabbed my little pop socket mould. I'm just going to make sure there's no bits in it. There we go. I'm going to use the 3 round ones, and then we'll see what resin we've got left after that. So I've already mixed my resin here. It's been through the debubbling machine. These don't take very much at all. So the first thing I'm going to do is split this up a little bit. Now I want to try and go with a beach theme, and I've had some success with the beach theme, but I haven't really done anything beachy in something this small. So we're going to give it a go, and we'll just we'll see how it goes. So I'm just popping a bit of sand in that resin, making sure it's all saturated. There we go. This sand is quite a nice one. It's a nice pale one, and it just came from Hobbycraft. Okay, so let's put just a little bit in each one for now, so we can see what this is going to do. These are really shallow moulds, so got to be careful how much I put in. So the first colour that I'm actually going to put a bit of clear in first, and I'll tell you why in a second. Let me just find a cleaner stick. I want to put just a little layer of clear in the bottom. Now I know this is probably going to make the sand spread just a little bit, which is fine. And then I'm just going to get my lighter, make sure there's no bubbles in that clear. There we go. Now I've got some little charms that I've just snipped the end off. That's a fairy, so I don't want that. I think we'll have the seahorse. I might pop a couple of shells in one of them. So these need to go face down, which is the best side for that. Pretty similar on both sides, to be fair. I'm going to go that way. So we'll just pop that in there. That one could do with a little bit more clearing actually around the top there. There we go. I'm trying to decide what to put in that one. I'm thinking shells. I think I've got some shells small enough, I think. but I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going to wait for those to cure. I'm going to go away and find shells for that and pop them in. And then the little bit of resin that I've got left, I'll probably do something with these because I don't want to waste that resin. But yeah, so I'm going to go and grab some shells and some other colours, and then I'll be back. So I've had a good look and I decided to go with another charm because I really like this octopus. So he is going in there like that. And then I thought that I would just do some with some glitter. So I've got some earthly glitter here. Let's pop some of that in. It's a really nice sort of goldy bronze. And then in this one I'm going to pop in a little bit of Serenity, which is the nice blue one. And I might see how these look together. So I'm just going to pour a little bit in to each one that I've got left. I'm not going to do the heart because I find that a bit big to go on a phone. It would make a good key ring, I suppose, if I put a hole in it. And then I'm going to drop in the earthly. And then I'm going to top them up with this clear to see what that does when it pushes out. By the looks of it, not a lot, but we'll see. I think I'm just going to put a little bit of clear over these charms, and then that way if they're going to push out any bubbles I can catch that. But I don't mind bubbles in the seascape ones. There we go. Right, so I'm going to wait for everything to cure, and then these ones we're going to put the next layer on. And this little bit of clear that I've got here I'm going to use to fill up my little bird that I started filling up on my last project. So let's pop that in there. There we go. So I'm going to whack the heat mat on these, and then a bit later on I'll be able to come back and do the next stage. These are cured now, so it's time to put our next layer on. So I'm going to split this little bit of resin that I've made up in between my 2 cups. Actually, I might keep a little bit of clear in there just in case I need it. So we are going to be going with Sapphire Blue Resin Dye by Let's Resin. So we'll do that one first. And then once I've mixed both of my colours, then I'll decide which one I'm going to put where. These are also cured, but I'm not going to demould them until I demould the others. Not sure that that is dark enough yet, but we'll see. I might have to add a little bit more to that. And then the other colour that I'm going with is the Damselfly by Create and Bloom. This is transparent as well. Yeah, a little bit more in this one, I think. And I think the Damselfly will be towards the back because it's darker, and I think it'll be better for simulating the deeper water. Right, so just putting a little bit down of each to start with. Because I don't want to overflow these. Okay, and then I'm going to start with my other blue from this side. So I'm just gonna blend these a little bit. Just adding the resin just a little bit at a time now till I've got it to the level that I want it. It's not quite there, but it's not far off, and when the mould is this small it's the difference can be, one drop could be enough to make it too full. So that's why I'm going slowly. And gradually. That one's okay now, I think. Right, I think I'm going to stop there. So I'm going to let these cure, and then I'm going to pop them out and decide whether I'm going to try to do waves on the other side, but we'll see. Okay, so I'll see you back for the next stage. These have been curing overnight, so let's just get them demolded and see what we've got. I'm going to do these 3 first. Oh wow, that's well pretty. I love that. I love those. Very, very pretty. I think this is my favourite, and that's because it's more circular but still got the geode edge. These are a bit irregular for my liking, but they're still pretty. So let's move those to one side because we'll finish those when we finish these. So let's take these out and have a look at what we've got. Okay. Oh wow, that's really pretty. That's really cool. Now I want to put waves on these if I can, but we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna have a go with one of them and we'll see what happens. That one I really like. Okay, so I think this one's probably my least favourite, so I think we'll have a practice with that one. That might be the way to go. So I'm going to use one of those just to lift it up a little bit. And I'm experimenting here because this is Apex Quantum, which is really thick. And I want to see if I can get cells with it. So I've made a little tiny bit up, and I'm just gonna drizzle it along to start with because I need something to make my white flow a bit more. So I'm gonna pop that on there, and then I'm gonna give it a little bit of a blow gently. Well, that sort of works at least. And then I'm going to put a tiny bit in my little cup here and add, what have I done with it? There it is, just a touch of puffball white. Let's give that a stir. Whoops. Okay, didn't mean to do that, but never mind. Okay, let's take that out because there's a lot on that stick now and I don't want it any whiter than that. And then I'm just going to try drizzling a tiny bit along the edge. So let's try blowing that and see what we get. Well, that sort of worked, doesn't it? So I think we're good to go with that. Although I have sort of covered over my turtle a little bit, but that's okay. That's fine. This was my practice run. So let me just get something to clean up a little bit with, because I am in a bit of a mess here. And then all I've got to do in a minute is just wipe around the edges and let them cure. So that's awesome. That's worked, sort of. And the beauty of this is it's 2-hour touch dry. Yeah, this one's quite messy. But like I said, this one's my practice run. So clean that one up. That's quite sticky already there. Right. Right, this time I've got a bit more of a plan. Now I've done it once, so let's go with this one. And this time I want to go around here like that and around my shoreline like that. I'm going to blow it a little bit. And now I'm going to do my white. And now we're going to blow it again. I think I need a little bit more clear on that. Just here, so that this line of white has got something to move into, to help it, just to help it move. And then I'm just gonna make this line just a little bit more prominent. I think it's okay. I think I prefer the other one, to be fair. Okay, last one. Let's see if I can make one that I actually like. I'm going in a bit more with the clear this time. I think my problem is the placement of the charms. If I'd have put them down on the beach rather than in the water, I wouldn't have to worry so much about where the waves are going, if you know what I mean. This one I'm just going to go for. Just going to go for it. Not sure. Oops, it stuck to me. Not sure about that one, but they're not horrendous. So, but when you put heat on that quantum, it goes very thick very quickly, so you don't have very long. Can you see what it's done? It's gone almost like PVA glue. So I need to get that off now while I still can. It was starting to sell, but yeah, I'm not convinced that's going to work, but I'm glad I tried it. I actually think the first one is the better one now, because I did get some selling in that. But I wonder if a little spray of alcohol on them will help, maybe. Sometimes that makes cells pop up. No, not really. But you can see what they're meant to be. So I'm happy with that. Okay, so we're going to wait for these to cure. I'm going to clean them up a little bit, and then I'm going to come back and show you what I'm going to do with them next. So these are all cured now, and I'm going to show you how to put the sockets on the back. So these ones, whilst they're okay, I don't think they're good enough to waste my little pop socket attachments. So I think we can say that the experiment didn't work. It might have been better if I'd have coated the whole lot, the whole surface in a clear top coat, and then done the lines in. So maybe I'll try that next time. But bear in mind that once you put the heat on that, it goes off really, really quick. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do with this, we need to glue these together. So we need to scuff up the side that you want to stick down, just to give the glue something to grip hold of. So I'm just using my little scratching stick. Is that going to be enough? Yeah, that'll be fine. I was actually gonna get my knife, but that is scratching it enough. And then the next bit is to add a bit of glue, and I always use B7000 for this. So I'm going to pop some glue on here. And then we just pop our little pop socket on. This is quite a tight fit actually. If this had been any smaller, it probably wouldn't have fit on there. And then the last thing I'm going to do is a little finishing touch. I'm going to take my chrome marker. This is a bronze one. These are J Diction. Let me show you the box. J Diction, and you get a gold, a silver and a bronze. And I'm just going to go around the edge, all the way around the edge there. These pens are great, they usually only take one coat. And then I'm not going to do it now because none of this is dry yet, but once that's dry, you take the gloves off. Once it's all dry, they're really easy to attach. You just take your phone, make sure the surface is clean, which mine is not right now. Peel off the little tab and glue it straight onto the back of your case. These are incredibly strong. The last one that I put on my other phone, it's been on there well over a year and it's not budging. So yeah, I will take some photographs of it attached to my phone once this is all dry. But I love that glittery one, and I actually think the bronze goes quite well. I did do a little test on one of my other ones to see whether I wanted to do bronze, gold or silver, and I felt the silver was a little bit too shiny, so we've gone with bronze. So yeah, let's put it down that way. So there we go. So if you like what I'm doing, please pop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It's a couple of little clicks, it's free, and it really helps me grow the channel. Links to everything that I've used in this project will be down in the description, along with the links for my Amazon wish list and to buy me a coffee. The buy me a coffee site is also where my store is located. There's also buttons down below to join the channel as a member, and the super thanks button, and everything that comes in from those and the buy me a coffee goes straight back into the channel, and that keeps me making these videos. Thank you to all of my members and thank you to all of my subscribers. I really appreciate all of you. You keep coming back to watch my content and you guys are just incredible. So all that's left to say is thank you everyone, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.